Good morning, everybody. Up here in my man cave, it's the end of January, and I wanted to make a video about the newest product I got. And I got this for my birthday a few weeks back. Um, it's made by Kodiak canvas. It's called the ZTop sleeping bag. Take a look at the box here. This is the extra large tall. So it's 40 by 95. I actually measured it. It's actually 96 inches by my measurement, and it's about 39 inches in width, but it's still a huge bag. And it is rated to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, sometimes manufacturers and advertisers will throw you with sleeping bag ratings. They'll say, yeah, it's rated down to 0 degrees, but then when you really look at it, that's 0 degrees Celsius and not Fahrenheit. So 0 degrees Celsius is actually 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And this is rated, excuse me, to 0 degrees Fahrenheit. This is some further information on it, 40 by 95, and the fill weight is 4 pounds, 13 ounces, so almost 5 pounds of fill. And the fill is polyester, as most bags are anymore, unless you buy a down bag. But the cover and the lining are 100% cotton. And as a matter of fact, the cover is canvas. It's the same canvas they make their tents out of. So that's, it's a heavy duty bag. Almost 5 pounds of fill. And when I put it in the bag and weighed it, it came out to 14.5 pounds. So this is not a lightweight bag by any means. It's not a backpacker's bag. This is a heavy duty sleeping bag. The bag has got a lot of storage size or space in it. As you can see, it'll hold the sleeping bag at its full width, so you're not having to fold it in half and then try to stuff it into a compression bag. This bag is more than large enough to handle this sleeping bag. And the reason they do that is if you buy the optional cover that can go on this sleeping bag, so that I suppose it's so that you can roll up the cover and the bag all at once and put it in the same storage bag here. Now you're probably wondering why you would pay the extra money or spend the extra money to get the cover for it when you just throw a blanket on top if you needed it. Well, the nice thing about that cover is that it has hooks on it. And if you'll notice down there, I don't know if you can see it, there's a ring there. And there's another ring right here. And same thing on the other side. So what it does is that cover, you can clip it to the bag and it's not going to slide off you in the middle of the night. It's going to stay put. And that that cover will give you an additional 30-degree rating for the sleep system. So if you use the cover with this bag, it's rated to -30. Now, of course, take that with a grain of salt. Everybody's comfort levels are different, but that's the rating of it. Is -30 degrees with the cover. This is, like I said, it's 8 feet long. When I measured it, that's what I got. So 96 inches. And measuring, we'll fold this flap here, the Z-top. We'll explain that here in a minute. We'll fold that down. And I don't know if you saw it or not, but there's an opening in there. There's that brown opening up there, and we'll measure from that because that's where your head comes out. We'll talk about that in a minute. But since we're talking about measurements, we'll measure from where the base of your head would be. That goes around your neck. And so we get a measurement of basically 7 feet 3 inches, 7 foot 3 inches, we'll call it, to the base of the toe box down here. So unless you're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or Larry Bird or somebody else, this bag is going to be more than tall enough. Now, like I said, this is the XLT, the extra large tall, 0 degree rated. They also have a regular 0 degree rated, and then they've got a lighter weight sleeping bag, both in the extra large and the regular. And I think that's rated to like 20 degrees. So it'd be a lighter bag, if you went that route. If this bag is just way too big for you, then you could go with the regular. You can cut weight. This is the biggest and heaviest bag they have. And like I said, 14.5 pounds in the storage bag without the cover, the extra cover. And I will be getting that. Just didn't get it yet. So let's see, what do we talk about next? Okay, up at the top there. This is the ZTop. And you'll notice that the bag itself, the cover here, it doesn't come all the way up and meet at the top like most bags do. The bag is, usually the bags are flush. The top is the same length as the bottom, because all you're really doing with the regular, with the regular sleeping bag is covering your body with it. So in a normal sleeping bag, your head would be out here on your pillow. Okay. Here, your pillow sits up here. So you still have insulation between yourself and your cot or the ground and your arms or your pillow. I bought the extra large. Do I need it? As far as like for my body size? No. I'm only 5'10", and but I bought it because I move around a lot. I roll around a lot. I've slept in mummy bags. I can't stand them. Even the smaller regular bags. It doesn't give me enough movement. I wind up waking in the middle of the night all twisted up in the bag. So that's why I went with the extra large bag here. And so your pillow goes up here, and then your head actually goes through that collar right here. And then you pull this up like so. And so your head is actually sticking out here. The collar would probably be out like this. And your pillow is actually underneath the cover, down in there. So, if you're like me, from, like I explained before in one of my other videos, from years in the Navy, I've got a very specific way I have to sleep. Because it was a matter of self-preservation in the Navy and to reduce the possibility of bodily harm of being rolled and tossed out of your rack from the motion of the ship. So I sleep on my stomach with my legs in a figure four, one leg straight, the other one in a figure four, and my hands under the pillow and my elbows cocked out to either side of my head. And, what it does is it provides you the widest platform to be kind of like an anti-roll position. That way you don't get tossed from your bunk. That's the way I have to sleep. That's how whether I wake up like that or not is a different story. But in order to get to sleep, that is the position I have to be in. So in regular sleeping bags, I have woke up in the middle of the night. I couldn't even move my arms because they were so cold and stiff. So this here will alleviate that. Stick your head out here, and you're basically on your pillow. Your pillow's underneath you here. You can adjust this. This can roll down a little bit like this. And, your head is out here and your pillow's here. And so the only thing that's exposed is your head. And that's just great because I got another thing that I don't like my face covered. Ducking down inside of a sleeping bag and just closing it up over your head. No, that doesn't work for me. So this is, to me, the best possible scenario for my comfort. The other thing about this ZTop here is that it's zippered to the bag. That way, you can take it off and wash it separate from the bag. You really don't want to wash your sleeping bags because it damages the fill. I mean, there may be times where you got no choice. But with the sleeping bag, the most you want to do, if you can help it, is just hang it out and let it air out. But if, like my speaking from personal experience myself, I have oily hair. Even I take a shower every day or every night before I go to bed. If I wind up sweating in my sleep, then I gotta wash my pillowcase. Well, you should anyway, but I have to at least once a week, because if not, that thing would just become an oily mess. And so that is the benefit of this sleep system, is you can take this off, wash this separate from your sleeping bag. Yeah, you want to wash it maybe on a gentle cycle and let it air dry, hang dry. It's not like you're washing a bath towel, because it doesn't have as much filling. It does have some filling in it, but it's not as much as the sleeping bag. So you're not really gonna run into damaging the filling all that much. So this sleep system, I got it from competitiveedgeproducts.com. Again, no affiliation. They're not sponsoring me. They're just a great company to go with. It was $199 delivered, free shipping. The cover for it, the extra cover, I believe, is around $70. And of course, this is being the biggest size they offer, this is the most expensive. Then you can go with the 0 degree regular ZTop. I think it's like $189. Then you get into the lighter weight bags, and they're even cheaper. And also another thing I saw that Kodiak Canvas is making now is a quilt. Same lining, fill, and cover, the canvas cover, but it's a queen size quilt, and that's $100. So that may be an option for you too. You got a blow up mattress and you don't want to do the whole sleeping bag thing, then just get the quilt. I'm not sure what the rating of it is as far as temperature goes, but I highly recommend it. And there's going to be videos out there that go more in depth, actually show the guy laying down in it with the ZTop, cover over his head, and better demonstrations than I'm doing. But like I always say, this channel is not about production values and scripts. This is about information. I'm throwing this out there. Maybe somebody will find it useful. And well, I hope somebody does. And maybe, nobody's gotten exposure to it that out of my subscribers before, or excuse me, none of my subscribers have seen it on anybody else's channel. So I want to throw it out there. And then I encourage you to look further into it, look up more videos. Competitive Edge has videos on it, and there's other campers and hunters out there that do videos on this as well. And so, I highly encourage you to go ahead and look into other videos to get more information than what I'm putting out. You actually want to see somebody laying in it. But I think I've covered everything I want to cover. I think I've rambled on enough. And I hope everybody's 21 is going to be better than 20 was. I'm not counting on it. Don't want to get political, but yeah, I think we're in for a roller coaster here, folks. But as long as they don't take hunting from me, then I'll be all right for the most part till the taxes hit. Oh shit, I'm doing it. All right, never mind. I didn't say that. No politics. Anyway, have a great year. My next video will probably come out, during hunting season. I set my new tent up and really do an in-depth, set up and show the features, or show my camp, how I set my camp up. That'd probably be my next video, unless I get the cover for this. In the meantime, I'll make a short video about that. So be warned about that, and take it easy, be safe.